Hi, my name is Ada, and I have always been a night owl, drawn to the soft glow of my computer screen while the rest of the world slept. I found solace in the anonymity of the internet, where I could explore, chat, and unwind. But what I discovered one night changed everything, twisting my perception of safety and privacy into something sinister. It began innocently enough. I was browsing through a forum dedicated to urban legends, sifting through tales of haunted houses and cursed objects. A new thread caught my attention: the Whispering Web. The user who posted it, under the pseudonym Ghost Sog, claimed there was a hidden corner of the internet, accessible only by those daring enough to seek it out. According to them, this digital realm housed something otherworldly, a presence that could whisper your darkest fears back to you. Curiosity piqued, I messaged the person. Their reply was swift, as if they were waiting for someone to take the bait. They provided me with a link, along with a warning: enter at your own risk. The whisperer knows you better than you know yourself. I hesitated, fingers hovering over the mouse. But the allure was too strong. I clicked the link, and my screen flickered, momentarily bathing my room in darkness before revealing a plain, black web page. A single line of text appeared. "What do you fear?" I chuckled, shaking off a shiver. It was probably some clever prank, I thought. I typed a jokey response: "Spiders and taxes." The page blinked, and new text materialized: "Liar." My skin prickled. I hadn't typed anything else. I sat back, unease creeping in. This was different from the typical internet hoax. My fingers trembled slightly as I reached for the power button to shut everything down, but the screen blinked again, freezing me in place. Remember the night in the woods? I stopped breathing for a moment. No one knew about that night. It was a buried memory from my childhood, a night I had tried to forget. My friends and I had ventured into the forest, daring each other to explore its depths. We laughed, but deep down I was terrified. Halfway through I got lost. Panic gripped me as I wandered alone until, somehow, I found my way back. I'd never told anyone how scared I'd been, how I'd heard whispers in the dark. I glanced around my room, the shadows deepening as the night wore on. I was alone, but the sensation of being watched was palpable. My computer chimed, snapping my attention back to the screen. "Do you want to remember?" A video window popped open, playing footage from that night in the woods. The quality was grainy, but I recognized the silhouette of my younger self, stumbling through the trees. My breath hitched as I heard it, faint whispers echoing through my speakers, the same ones I'd heard in the forest. "What do you want?" I typed frantically, heart pounding. The reply was instant: "To connect." The whispers grew louder, drowning out my thoughts. I tried to close the window, but my cursor wouldn't move. The screen darkened, reflecting my terrified expression. Suddenly, I felt a cold breeze against my neck, as if someone were standing right behind me, breathing down my spine. I whipped around, heart in my throat, but the room was empty. The whispers, however, persisted, growing more insistent. Desperate, I yanked the power cord from the wall. The screen went black, but the whispers continued, echoing in the silence of my room. I stumbled back, collapsing onto my bed, clutching my head in my hands. It was as if the presence had escaped the confines of the digital world, seeping into my reality. Days passed, and the whispers never ceased. They followed me everywhere, at work, on the street, in my dreams. I began seeing shadowy figures out of the corner of my eye, vanishing whenever I turned to look. Sleep became a distant memory, fear my constant companion. I reached out to the user again, desperate for answers. They finally responded, their message cryptic and unnerving. "The whisperer feeds on fear and connection. It's in the wires now, in the airwaves. It's part of you." That was the last I heard from them. My messages went unanswered, leaving me alone with the creeping terror that had invaded my life. I considered going to the authorities, but what could I say? That an internet ghost was haunting me? I doubted anyone would believe me. Now, as I sit here typing this, I know it's only a matter of time before it consumes me completely. The whispers are louder than ever, a cacophony of voices that drown out everything else. I don't know how much longer I can hold on. If you're reading this, take my advice. Stay away from the whispering web. Some doors once opened can never be closed.